right? So one thing which I want to make very clear to you all, that is after 12th of September, see 12th of September is going to be the NEET examination of current year students. So after that particular paper is over now, then the next, after the 12th of September, like once I'll get, you know, more time, then we can have, you know, a discussion about your papers, whatever you have given and wherever the difficulty is. So kindly keep your papers ready. I'm telling you right in advance. Today is just 1st of September. I'm telling you this thing quite early, almost 15 days का time मैं आपको दे रही हूँ. I want all of you all to take out the doubts of your papers. First thing. Second thing, beta, I want all of you all to solve your modules. So all of you all have received the bio modules, right? This is your first lecture, my dear. Okay, beta, no issues. It's like for the others who are there with me for a few months now. So it goes to all of you all, those who are, you know, like have got the modules with you all and have given the papers. So what are we going to do is, we have got almost 15 days in hand. So 12th September would be a Sunday. So on Wednesday, I guess 15th, right? On that day, I want all of you all to do this particular thing. The first thing, as I said, I'll tell you that. So the first thing that I said is your doubts of all the papers that you all have given till now. Let it be that, let it be VAT, let it be MAT. Okay, whatever papers you all have given and whatever doubts you all are having in those papers, will be solving those doubts. Okay. Second thing is the modules, whichever you have got, I want you all to complete the chapters with do it yourself and the exercises that have been given at the back of all the chapters that we have done till today. So we have completed with cell unit of life. So I want all of you all to complete cell unit of life. Second, I think so we completed with cell cycle. Yeah, 7 chapters now. I'll just repeat. If I forget, kindly help me, okay? So cell unit of life, cell cycle, cell division, plant kingdom, reproduction in organisms, reproduction, human reproduction, and sorry, we haven't completed plant kingdom, biological classification. I'm sorry. Biological classification, living world, and human reproduction, right? So out of the 38 chapters, we have already completed 7 chapters of our syllabus. So I want to see 7 chapters here, 15 days hai beta. Reproductive health. I'm so sorry, I forgot that. Thank you, Vidhi. As I said, please make me remember, because you know there are simultaneous batches taking place everywhere. I said reproduction in organisms. Okay, out of which again, for your convenience, I'm telling you, living world, biological classification, cell unit of life, cell cycle. Okay, these are your 11 standard chapters. Reproduction in organisms, human reproduction, and reproductive health. These 3 are your 12 standard syllabus. Okay, so total, my voice is breaking. Is it? Is my voice breaking, my dears? No, na? My dear, please check your connection, because I guess my connection today is fine. Okay, so, what is your doubt? I'll take your doubt. I aren't visible. How come? I am visible to all of you all? Or am I not visible? Yeah, I am visible, my dears. Just check. सब बढ़िया है ना बेटा? चलो ठीक है. So for tomorrow's test, what you have to do from embryogenesis till the end. So from fertilization onwards, everything. So you have completed with male reproductive system का paper, female reproductive system का paper, and अभी उसके बाद जो भी है ना, entirely for that particular chapter आपको करना है. ठीक है. Yeah, you don't have to mark anything your modules. That is there. That is correct. That is why I am again telling you. I'll again, brush up the things. I'm coming to 1.1.c. So the 7 chapters that we have completed, 4 of 11th standard syllabus, 3 are of 12th standard syllabus. Right now, as I had already told you all, I don't want any markings on the module. No markings on the module, please. Okay. I want you all to write down the numbers. Like for example, check your progress 1. Question number 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose there are 40 questions. You will write down 40 in your notebook. और उसके सामने है ना आंसर. आंसर मतलब 1, 2, 3, 4 जो आपका ऑप्शन है वो. You want me to show what 12th standard NCERT textbook to you all and HSC? Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you. So I just want that. मतलब options लिखने हैं सिर्फ. आपको आंसर मतलब अगर biological classification में if the answer is Nostoc, no need of writing Nostoc, just write option 3. Whatever, whenever the dat is, whatever. Okay. So this is the way I want you all to solve the modules. Correct? And when we do that, when we write down those numbers, check your progress, the in your notebook, beta, make a notebook for this. Have a notebook for bio, and you can have the chapter name written, and in that one page also na, I'll tell you where to post it. I'll tell you where to post your homework. I'll tell you. Okay. So in that particular, on that one page na, you can aram se make minimum 3, maximum 4 columns. और लिखते जा सकते हो आप, है ना. बाकी मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए. I don't want the markings in your this thing modules. Fine. There is a reason to it. There is a reason to it why I'm saying I don't want markings there. So and जो क्वेश्चन आपको डाउट है ना उसके बाजू में ना स्टार करके रखो. तो जैसे कि सपोज आपको 5th क्वेश्चन में डाउट है, तो उधर है ना बाजू में स्टार करके रखना आपके लिए, मुझे क्वेश्चन पूछने के लिए. सो यू डोंट हैव टू सर्च एवरीथिंग. ओके, यू जस्ट मार्क. व्हाटएवर, पेन पेंसिल, यू जस्ट मार्क सो दैट यू नो कि ये क्वेश्चन में मुझे डाउट है, ये क्वेश्चन मुझे मुझसे क्लियर करना है. दिस इज द वे यू फॉलो इट बेटा. सो इट विल बी वेरी सिंपल and it is not going to take much time. Whenever, no, not in the module, no one in the module, please don't pick in the module as of now. See what happens is whenever we'll do revision lectures now, no questions, no beta, no questions to be written, no answers to be written, only question number and option number. So suppose question number 1 का answer 3 है, तो 1 3, 2 का 2 है, 2 2, वैसे लिखते जाना है. ओके. बाकी आपको ना क्वेश्चंस लिखने हैं ना ही आपको आंसर्स लिखने हैं, बस ऑप्शन नंबर लिखने हैं, क्वेश्चन नंबर लिखने हैं. ऊपर लिखो चेक योर प्रोग्रेस 1, चेक योर प्रोग्रेस 5, वो आप लिख, सो दैट यू डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज. फाइन. Yeah beta, so this is the way you will be doing it. Marking should be there in the exercise part only, apart from the exercise part. Yeah, we can underline this. You can underline the stuff. You can mark important points in the stuff. That is okay. See, I'll tell you why I don't want your markings or the answers in the module, beta. The reason is whenever you're going to go ahead with the revision sessions, that is the time when you will, resolve all the, exercises again. So if you have already marked in your module, तो क्या हो जाएगा? You already know the answer. And when you know the answer, then you won't have that confidence of, going ahead with it. So it's a humble request to all of you all. In the first attempt of solving the module, do not attempt anything. I'll complete the entire syllabus. After I complete the syllabus, I'm going to go ahead with the revision chapters. All the chapters are going to be revised again. Okay. Some are out of NCERT. Udhar hai na beta, you have to mark a star and keep. And we will be discussing that during the doubt sessions. Okay. I'll be discussing each and every doubt during the doubt sessions. And once you have cleared that in the doubt session, after a year, when you will resolve those questions, you should recollect the answer to your doubt. And the second time when you solve the same questions, you should not have any difficulty then. And I really don't mind that you ask me 100 questions. It's absolutely fine. During the doubt sessions that I want to go ahead from 12th of September. But I want all of you all to be 100% confident with whatever you're doing and whatever you're solving. Huh? Because you might have not read the NCERT. Your NCERT is the Bible. I've already told you all, please read your NCERT again and again, thoroughly. Okay, well, so, it's not like that way. The thing is, I'm going to keep a doubt sessions. So I'm going to clear all the doubts during the doubt sessions. Fine, clear? Yeah. So, you forgot because of tension. What tension? Regular test होते उसकी क्या tension लेने बेटा? ये तो चलता ही रहेगा. Get used to that. Get used to that. So when you get used to the examinations, ना, तो जब final exam होगा ना, you won't feel it's a final exam. It will be like every day का test है. क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? ऐसा. Okay, fine. So those students who are new, okay, there are many of you all who have joined recently. So I think Acha, Preeti ma'am is there with me. Preeti ma'am, you're there with me right now, right? Hello, Preeti.
Yes, ma'am.
You're there with me right now, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. My dears, those who have joined recently and have not sat for my earlier lectures, I mean, the 7 chapters which I named just now: living world, biological classification, cell unit of life, cell cycle, cell division, reproduction in organisms, human reproduction, and reproductive health. जो लोग ये chapters के लिए नहीं बैठे हैं, please raise your hands. Please raise your hands. Kindly raise your hands, my dears, so that I'll come to know that how to make up for this. Yeah, just raise your hands. Just raise your hands. Preeti ma'am, kindly note down the names, those who are raising the hands. So we can come to a particular, इनका नुकसान नहीं कराना है ये बच्चों का. तो इनको हम लोग कैसे help कर सकते हैं उसके बारे में सोचेंगे. So please write down the names of those who have raised the hands. Noted, na? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Chal, thank you. So I'll work on this, my dears. Don't worry, you won't be at a loss. Fine. I'll ensure that all the chapters are going to be given to you all. Fine. Don't worry. As far as bio is concerned, don't worry at all. I'm going to be there with you continuously. Okay. Well, so we cannot by reading Wikipedia on that. See, that's what I told you, my dear Shwet, that it's going to be a supplementary reading. It's a supplementary part. Correct? Okay. So that was one thing. One was about this the revision bold doubt sessions, which I'll be keeping 12th September के बाद में, because मेरे बहुत सारे batches 12th September को exam देके free हो जाएंगे, so I'll get extra time. There are any organisms that lay and fertilize eggs. The amphibians, my dears, the frogs, certain fish, they lay and fertilize eggs. Okay. Frogs, though, every time they lay unfertilized eggs only, their fertilization is going to be taking place in water. Okay. Okay. So on this note, so first instance, I was talking about the 7 chapters. 7 chapters we have completed in 15 days. You have an end. Okay. So please ensure आपको है ना एक चैप्टर के लिए 2 दिन मिल रहे हैं, तो 2 दिन करके है ना बेटा, next to next Wednesday तक प्लीज आपका मॉड्यूल पूरा का पूरा मुझे सॉल्व करके चाहिए. हाँ प्लीज. See, the maths are going to be difficult. The maths are going to be difficult. You know why it is difficult? And why I am not only, giving the questions from NCERT, because these have been asked sometimes previously. And I want you all to get exposed to these questions. And you are going to ask me the doubts. I'm going to give you the answer. So एक बार आपको आंसर मिल गया तो आपके दिमाग में वो फिट रह जाएगा, है ना? So it's a common thing that is you all are going to have. Okay, you will have to submit the this thing, your assignments. Okay, most of the questions were left and were wrong from bio. Yeah, of course. Bio is going to be 50% of your paper, so it has to be difficult. From small chapters like living world and cell. I had told you first only na that those chapters which you feel are very easy, उसमें से ही difficult questions बनेंगे बेटा. हाँ, तो don't worry. धीरे धीरे आदत हो जाएगी आपको, क्योंकि क्या है ना, सब लोग है ना बायो को हल्के में ले लेते हैं. बायो तो हो ही जाएगा, बायो तो इजी है. तो डे 1 से तुम्हें देखना है कि वो इजी है, लेकिन हल्के में ना लेना, वैसा वाला है. Even if the isogametes of cladophore looks almost same, but the chemical composition of both gametes would be different. Of whom you are saying? Cladophore or Chlamydomonas? Chlamydomonas is isogamy. Cladophore is anisogamy. ठीक है? It's given. Yes, it's given. Well, the second thing which most of the NEET aspirants says biology is very easy. Exactly. That is what I want to tell you. And when it becomes like easy, and you tend to not study bio. And when you tend to not study bio, then only you will only realize after the NEET कि अरे यार मैंने bio को बहुत हल्के में ले लिया and now I'm at loss. So that attitude should never build up in your mind. So I want to make the papers difficult, more and more difficult. You lose more and more marks. You become more and more serious about the subject. So it's a trend. Okay, don't worry. And I'm there to clear all your doubts also. Do not worry about it. Okay, so that is first thing. Second thing, I'll make a Google Classroom for all of you all. You'll have to take a photograph of your assignments. Assignment means the check your progress and the entire thing. You have got 2 days in your hand. 2 दिन है बेटा. तो मैं आपको है ना, please write down the chronology in which you will be sending me the papers. मतलब वो answers लिख लो. लिख लो कैसे? I'll tell you, my dear Aditi, right? I'll tell you idea. Okay. लिख लो please. The first paper that you will be submitting, paper मतलब the assignment that you will be submitting me is the living world. तो आप क्या करोगे? Check your progress living world में से 1. फिर क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, 2, 3, 4 जो भी है. ओके, सो उसको आप पूरी तरह से सिर्फ 1, 2, 3, 4 लिखोगे, सामने सिर्फ आंसर्स लिखोगे. ओके, उसके सामने सिर्फ आंसर लिखोगे. देन टेक अ फोटोग्राफ, कन्वर्ट इट इनटू अ पीडीएफ एंड अपलोड इट इन द गूगल क्लासरूम. ओके, आई विल शेयर द लिंक विथ यू ऑल वेरी सून. हाँ, आज या कल में मैं आपको लिंक शेयर कर देती हूँ, आप लोग उसको ज्वाइन कर लेना. हाँ, what are you asking beta? How will you come to know that we have done seriously? Because some answers in the answer key are wrong. So जो आंसर की कॉपी करके मार्क करेगा ना आंसर, तो मुझे तुरंत पता चलेगा कि आंसर की कॉपी की गई है. पीछे आपके आंसर की में हर एक चैप्टर में मैंने 1 या 2 आंसर्स को शफल कर दिया है. Yes, some are wrong. It has been done deliberately wrong for my satisfaction that तुम लोग सही में कर रहे हो कि पीछे का चेक कर रहे हो. हाँ, 1 चैप्टर 1 पीडीएफ. यस, 1 चैप्टर 1 पीडीएफ करके आप अपलोड कर सकते हो. ओके. So of course, like I know few of you all are like that way कि घाई में क्या कर दिया, हड़बड़ी में बस 1, 2, 3, 4 लिखा, पीछे का आंसर की देखा, कॉपी करते गए, तुरंत पकड़े जाओगे ऐसे करोगे तो. So don't think of it also. That is what which is out of NCERT can be seen from behind. Even those answers are not always right. So if you're not sure about the answer, keep a blank. It's always better to keep a blank rather than attempting which is not known to you all. Keep a blank. कोई problem नहीं. कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं आ रहा है तो ब्लैंक छोड़ दो वहां पर. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि पूरा का पूरा असाइनमेंट ब्लैंक छोड़ दो. हाँ, नहीं तो तुम लोग कुछ ऐसे स्मार्ट लोग भी हो. हाँ मैम 40 क्वेश्चन से एक भी नहीं आया, एक भी नहीं आया, ये नहीं चलेगा. Solve most of them to have all is to be solved, right? Even miscellaneous, yeah, even miscellaneous. Yes, yes, yes. PYQ is also miscellaneous also. Yes. Yeah, you're going to have vivas not very soon, but you will be having viva. All of you all are going to have vivas, that's for sure. Bio vivas are going to be already planned. They are already set. Okay. So these are the few important points which I wanted to tell you all, my dears. The third important point is, can we ask you some questions which we don't know? Yeah, I'm going to keep doubt sessions every week for the same reason. Will it be a group, the vivas? No, not a group. Assignment due will be on 15 for all. No, yeah, 15 for all 7 chapters. Yes, my dears. आपको 15 तक का टाइम है, आप 15 तक ये खत्म कर दो और बाद में मुझे सबमिट करो. मैं आपको ऑर्डर बता रही हूँ. फर्स्ट चैप्टर जो आपको मुझे सबमिट करना है, लिविंग वर्ल्ड, followed by biological classification. Yeah, you have to solve the previous year's questions also. Entire thing, everything. A complete chapter would be done by you. So first is living world. Write down this order. नहीं बाद में आगे पीछे मत करना please. Living world, biological classification, cell unit of life, cell the unit of life, cell cycle and cell division, cell cycle and cell division, reproduction in organisms. Fifth would be reproduction in organisms. Sixth would be human reproduction. Sixth, human reproduction. And seventh, reproductive health. ठीक है, ये ऑर्डर में मुझे क्लासरूम में अपडेटेड चाहिए बेटा आपके होमवर्क. हाँ, अब एक्सटेंड द डेट 15 days है बेटा. 7 chapters 15 days. You want me to repeat again? Living world, biological classification, cell unit of life, cell cycle, cell division, reproduction in organisms, human reproduction, reproductive health. I'll make the Google Classroom. I'll send you the link. Yeah, have to be completed by 15th and to be uploaded. Yes, yes. All questions. Yes, my dear. All questions. Ganpati is coming, so you want extension? Chalo, theek, I'll give you extension. I'll give you extension. Chalo, I'll give you extension. What extension I can give you? You know, complete at least 11. Complete at least 11th standard के 4 chapters till 15. उतना करोगे मेरे लिए? उतना करोगे बेटा? Yeah, I love you all so much. I'll give you extension. 15 तक बस 4 chapter करोगे. Living world, biological classification, cell unit of life, सेल साइकिल, सेल डिविजन, ये 4 करोगे मेरे लिए प्लीज, इतना तो करोगे। हाँ चलो इतना 4 कर लो, उसके बाद के जो है ना वो हम लोग उसके बाद देखेंगे, ठीक है। ऑल चैप्टर्स इन वन सिंगल पीडीएफ नहीं, वन चैप्टर वन पीडीएफ, ओके। गुड गुड, दोज हु हैव ऑलरेडी डन ना, उनको इतना प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, लेकिन आई फर्स्ट डू लाइक दैट वे, पहले 11th स्टैंडर्ड का हम लोग डाउट सेशन करा लेते हैं, फिर बाद में हम लोग 12th का करने का ये करेंगे। लेकिन सबमिशन अगर आपको मैं 4 चैप्टर्स का बोल रही हूँ ना, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप बाकी के चैप्टर्स का सॉल्व नहीं करोगे। इफ यू हैव टाइम, डोंट वेस्ट टाइम, यूज इट। हाँ हाँ, आई गिव यू द डेट, दैट इज 15 को आपको मुझे सारे 4 चैप्टर्स 11th स्टैंडर्ड के सेंड करने हैं। यू हैव गॉट नेटवर्क इश्यूज, तो मैं बता रही हूँ 4 चैप्टर्स कौन से हैं। लिविंग वर्ल्ड, बायोलॉजिकल क्लासिफिकेशन, सेल साइकिल, सेल डिविजन, सेल यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ। दैट आई विल सी, दैट आई विल सी। बुक के लास्ट क्वेश्चन, बुक के लास्ट क्वेश्चन नहीं, मॉड्यूल के, बुक के क्वेश्चंस की बात नहीं कर रही हूँ मैं, मॉड्यूल के क्वेश्चंस की बात कर रही हूँ माय डियर्स। इन जीसी ग्रुप नहीं नहीं, दैट आई विल सी बेटा, दैट आई विल सी। If we can finish all chapters by 15, can we still upload? No, you upload only together only when I'll be having each ones, na? Upload that time only. So first these 4 in this 4 orders. Okay, fine. Push. Huh. Whole bio portion get completed next year, September. You will be giving your examination in 2023 May, and the portion will be completed by 2022 September. So it is going to be almost October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 7 months पहले आपका पोर्शन पूरा कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, ओके। और दिसंबर तक तुम्हारा पूरा एक रिवीजन भी कंप्लीट हो जाएगा। सितंबर में पोर्शन कंप्लीट, अक्टूबर, नवंबर, दिसंबर में फर्स्ट रिवीजन कंप्लीट, एंड बोर्ड्स के बाद सेकंड रिवीजन कंप्लीट। इज फाइन, एंड आई एम गिविंग यू लाइक अ थ्रेशोल्ड, सितंबर एंड में थ्रेशोल्ड बोल रही हूँ, उसके पहले भी हो सकता है। आई एम गोइंग टू ट्राई टू मेक इट अर्ली so that you get time for revisions also. Fine. See, out of 38 chapters, 7 chapters तो हो भी गए, so है ना। तो अभी तो सितंबर जस्ट स्टार्ट हो रहा है, तो hardly any time, and you know initially we had repetitions and we had re-repetitions and all. You didn't realize? That's good. So don't worry, beta. Everything will be in place. Okay, and I'm not going to leave you. कुछ भी हो जाए मैं तुम्हें छोड़ने वाली तो हूँ नहीं। हाँ, 11th 12th मिलाकर 38 है बेटा टोटल, 11th plus 12th मिलाकर we have got 38 chapters. Okay, time flies fast ना, yeah I know. Okay, okay, fine. So I wanted to talk about this module solving thing. Miss in 12th board we will have 38 chapter, only 12 standard chapters. Boards में only 12 standard chapters. 12th में ओनली बोर्ड्स के लिए सिर्फ 12th के चैप्टर्स है, 11th के नहीं है। लेकिन नीट के लिए, केवीपीवाई के लिए, सीईटी के लिए सारे 38 है, तो वी हैव टू गो अकॉर्डिंगली। फाइन, ओके। द सेकंड थिंग व्हिच आई वांट टू टेल यू ऑल इज फ्रॉम 12th ऑनवर्ड्स 2023 के नीट के फॉर्म्स, ओ माय गॉड वेरी लॉन्ग, जनवरी में आते हैं, जनवरी फरवरी 2023 में फॉर्म्स आएंगे, उसके भी बाद कभी कभी तो learn in like theory writing boards, right? Yeah, yes, boards में। हाँ, one thing which I want to tell you all, one more thing is it went out of my mind. Oh, so sweet of you, my dear. Thank you so much, thank you so much. हाँ, I was talking about 12th September, yeah. From 12th September onwards, मतलब 12th एग्जाम इन बच्चों के मेरे करंट बैच के खत्म होने के बाद बायो लेक्चर का फ्रीक्वेंसी एक दिन बढ़ेगा। So instead of 2 lectures in a week, you'll be having 3 lectures in a week. Fine. Of course, including your doubt sessions. Cut off for KEM and physiotherapy. I'll tell you. If we were giving NEET anyways, why do we have to give 12th exam? Without board exam, how will you get your, secondary school certificate pass? Well, standard boards are very important. I'll tell you why it is important. Chalo, now because you have taken out this topic, now I'll tell you why is it important. When you will be filling up your NEET forms, na, whenever you want to fill up your NEET forms, you all have not given your 12th board examination. So in your the previous exam attempted वाले फॉर्म का जो एक कॉलम होता है, इन दैट आपको ना आपके 10th स्टैंडर्ड का रिजल्ट लिखना पड़ता है. सो आपके 10th के जो परसेंटेज है ना, वो आपको वहां पर डालने हैं. ओके, बिकॉज यू हैव नॉट गिवन 12th का बोर्ड एग्जाम. सो 11th का बोर्ड एग्जाम है ही नहीं. सो 10th बोर्ड में आपको कितने परसेंट आए हैं वो वहां पर फिलअप करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, बट that is for your MBBS entrance. After that, when you want to go for PG, post graduation in medicine, any particular stream of medicine, agar aapko post graduation mein jana hai, that time when you will be filling up the forms na, that time they will ask you your 12th standard board exam ka percentage. Okay, and that is the time when you will realize that why is it so important for the 12th standard board marks as well. Okay na. So 12th standard board marks are also equally important. Don't neglect them. What do people who repeat? Right? There are different codes. There are different codes. Less than 22 and great in need, then not eligible for getting an admission in medical colleges. This thing has happened with one or two of my students a few years back. They were scoring out of 721, girls scored something around 625 or something, and she couldn't qualify for the medical seat because she did very bad in her board examination. So she couldn't get it. She had to repeat for no reason. How much percentage required for board examination? If I tell you now, then only you will prepare for that much percentage only. So I don't want you all to only prepare for that much percent. I'll tell you. Yeah, it is 50%. How many marks is required for BDS? It depends on the cutoff, my dear. Every year the cutoff is going to go. In my colleges, they are in KEM, Nair, then अपना कूपर, मुंबई की बात कर रही हूँ, महाराष्ट्र में कोल्हापुर, पुणे, सब जगह पर है बेटा. नानावटी is private, it is not government, but KEM है, सायन हॉस्पिटल, then ग्रांट मेडिकल कॉलेज, GS में है, बहुत सारे जगह पर है. For physiotherapy also, na, I'll tell you, na, it's not like AIMS में also I've got my students. AIMS दिल्ली में मेरे 7 students पढ़ रहे थे, अब वो MD कर रहे हैं वहां पर, MBBS हो गया उनका. एंड जयपुर में मेरे 20-22 स्टूडेंट्स हैं जयपुर एम्स में. Cytology is the branch of studying the cytoplasmic content, that is chromosomes, nucleus, and cell structures. Okay, well, so let us go ahead with the new chapter that we were about to start. Everything is easy if you study, Krishna. Everything is very easy once you study. Otherwise, the simplest thing also is going to be the most difficult thing in your life. We can give KVPY while aiming for NEET. Of course, the portion is the same. And I want all of you all to give KVPY also, because that's going to give you a rough idea about your NEET paper. Okay. Well, so yeah, this chapter which I'm starting now is also a part of reproduction only. So, I decided to go ahead with this chapter. and I told you that I'm going to link the things ना, मैं तुम्हें लिंक करके बताऊंगी ना बेटा। तो ये जो चैप्टर है ये बेसिकली रिप्रोडक्शन, सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन के बारे में ही है। बट दिस you're hearing for the first time about the KVPY. Hadn't you attended my first lecture of introduction? My first lecture of introduction always deals with the different types of examinations and the different types of subjects you have to go ahead. What is the marking system? You hadn't? Oh dear. So many of you all are saying no. Oh my God. My first introductory lecture is always associated with, oh my God, I was really not aware of this. Have make notes in the lecture or no beta, the notes की जरूरत नहीं है. You will be getting all the ready-made things. You will be getting all the ready-made things. Only the things which I tell you na, that kindly note down this, only note down that. Otherwise, no need of making any notes. You will get all my PPTs. You will get it in your WhatsApp. सारा जो मैं पढ़ा रही हूँ ना WhatsApp पे मिल जाएगा. Extra class on that, but you didn't keep it till now. I did not. I actually it just went out of my mind. चलो देखते. Maybe you know like this Saturday. This Saturday is okay for you all. What is your schedule for this Saturday? I'll just check with Preeti ma'am, and if it's possible, then half an hour, 45 minutes का एक है ना हम लोग quick session ले लेंगे. ज़्यादा लंबा नहीं खींचूंगी. उसमें मैं आपको पूरा का पूरा है ना पूरा इंट्रोडक्शन दे दूंगी कि आपको क्या क्या ऑप्शंस है बायो को लेकर. अरे नहीं, इट्स हार्डली हाफ एन आवर का टाइम चाहिए मुझे. Yeah, you're going to have 6 to 8:30 and 1:30 to 3 ना. I require at least half an hour to 45 minutes. I won't block you for a very long time. तो because Saturday मुझे थोड़ा सा टाइम है, तो अगर हो सकता है ना तो मैं प्रीति मैम के साथ थोड़ा डिस्कस करके I'll look at it. The name of that chapter would be Introduction to Biology. Yeah. Yes, Krishna. Thank you, my dear. So you know what, beta? The name of that meeting ID, जो meeting आपको आता है ना, it will be Introduction to Biology. ऐसे उसका नाम रहेगा. तो जिसको attend करना है attend कर सकते हो. Maybe you all have attended it for the first, earlier, and you still want to attend it and all, whatever. Fine. If you want your friends to attend it, if you want your relatives to attend it, if you want your parents to attend it, please, welcome them. All are welcome. ठीक है. उसमें मैं कुछ पढ़ाऊंगी नहीं. उसमें मैं सिर्फ आपको पूरा डिटेलिंग बताऊंगी हर एक एग्जाम के बारे में, हर एक चैप्टर के बारे में, अपना हर एक सब्जेक्ट के बारे में और फ्यूचर करियर के बारे में. Why, Sanika? You can make if you're comfortable. Make it's your wish, Sanika. It's your wish. It's your wish. Okay. Wait. So I'll tell you everything in detail, even your personal आपके careers के बारे में जो counseling की जरूरत होती है ना, अगर ऐसा कुछ है ना, then I'll help you all out with respect to bio and the careers associated with bio. If you ask me about engineering, probably I won't be the right person to help you all out. But anything with respect to biology, I'm going to be, always available. ठीक है. तो अगर आपके पेरेंट्स के भी माइंड में कुछ डाउट्स हो सकते हैं, your parents also would be having certain doubts if they don't belong to the field of science, or if they don't belong to this medical field, they are engineering field में है या banking field में है या किसी और field में है और उनको भी doubts है, please welcome. No issues. I'll clear their doubts also. There were so much to write and I could not put, so I stopped. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, sure. So let us begin with this chapter, that is sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Now, when I'm saying the name of this chapter, look at this name, my dears. The name of this chapter is what? Sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Okay. Now, when I say flowering plants, definitely there are non-flowering plants as well. So we have got gymnosperms, we have got pteridophytes, we have got bryophytes, we have got algae. There are so many different, forms which do not flower. तो उनका जो रिप्रोडक्शन का पार्ट है ना, वो बिल्कुल सिमिलर है. उनका जो रिप्रोडक्शन का पार्ट है वो बिल्कुल सिमिलर है. मतलब जैसे ब्रायोफाइट्स है, टेरिडोफाइट्स है, जिम्नोस्पर्म्स है, इन इन तीनों में एक कॉमन टाइप है रिप्रोडक्शन का. So that particular thing is going to be dealt in the next chapter. But the beautiful flowers that we see, they are having a very different type of mechanism of reproduction. So what is this beautiful mechanism of these beautiful, fascinating structures that we see around us? That is the flowers. So let us understand that. And you already know about the meiosis and the mitosis wala part. So this chapter will also become very, very simple and easy. Okay, fine. Sure. Let us see. Sexual reproduction is also called as amphimixis. Amphi means, what are amphibians? Can you tell me? Amphibian कौन होते हैं? बोलो बेटा. Use the PPT as soon as possible. Okay, I'll send you the PPT. Yes. Okay, my dear. The one who lives both in water. Yes, the one who lives both in water and land. Excellent. So amphi का मतलब है both. हाँ, amphi means both. Correct. वैसे ही mixes means mixing of two. इधर both कौन है? What are these both? These both are gametes. So it is mixing of both the gametes. Now we know technically we have seen human reproduction chapter. There is nothing called as mixing of gametes that is taking place. Correct? It's just the cytoplasm of both the gametes which merge together. And you have seen there is something called as pronucleus. And you have seen how the the zygote is going to be formed. You know this already. Correct? In the same way, here also there is going to be a male gamete and a female gamete. See, plants है, उनमें भी male और female gametes बन रहे हैं, देखो. Yes, exactly. Those are the examples. Okay. Now see, so amphimixis का मतलब समझ में आ गया? Amphi means both. Mixing of gametes means coming together of the two gametes, male gamete and the female gamete, both and mixing. Okay. Sexual reproduction in flowering plants involves transformation of diploid. You know what is diploid already? आपको पता है what is diploid? Yeah, it went. Yeah, 2N. Yes, Zui, very correct. Diploid means 2N. Perfect. Sporophytic cells. Now, just as we have got in human reproduction, we saw now that we have got something called as the zygote develops into a morula, right? Morula into the three germinal layers, ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm, which then makes the entire, organs and all. Here now, in this sexual reproduction of the flowering plants, there is a tissue which is called as sporophytic tissue. Okay, and the cells of this sporophytic tissue की बातें हो रही है यहाँ पर. Okay, so these sporophytic cells will undergo meiosis to form haploid gametophytic cells and subsequent fusion of the two haploid gametes of the opposite sexes to form a diploid zygote. अब देखो एकदम simple वाली चीज बता रही हूँ. In the flowers, बेटा, these cells are going to be in the flowers. किधर flowers में वो आगे बताऊंगी. I'll tell you about it. Okay. So see what is going to happen. What is going to happen? There is going to be diploid cells, correct, which will undergo meiosis to form haploid gametes. These haploid gametes, one male, one female, will then come together to form a diploid zygote. ठीक है ना? समझ में आ गई बात? ये पॉइंट समझा फर्स्ट वाला? हाँ. अब ये स्पोरोफाइटिक सेल्स एग्जैक्टली कहाँ होते हैं? तो जैसे मैंने कहा कि वो फ्लावर में होते हैं. फ्लावर में किधर होते हैं? उनका करेक्ट एड्रेस आगे बताती हूँ. I'll tell you the address of these sporophytic cells where it is. Okay. Well, the zygote then develops into an embryo, which ultimately forms a diploid plant body. तो देखो कैसी कहानी है बेटा ये. बेटा देखो समझो इसको. गैमीट्स कैसे बने? So diploid cells underwent meiosis, gametes were formed. Correct? Now these gametes after fusion are going to form the zygote. Zygote will undergo mitosis to form a multicellular embryo. The embryo will further undergo mitosis to form the entire new plant body. समझा? तो just like human beings नहीं लग रहा है तुम्हें? एक मेल है, एक फीमेल है, मेल में meiosis हो रहा है into the the seminiferous tubules and all, आपने देखा है already, पूरा का पूरा मेल गैमीट बना, स्पर्मेटोजोआ बना, फीमेल में एग बना in the ovary, correct? Now the spermatozoa and the egg fuse together, they formed a zygote. Zygote underwent mitosis to form embryo. Embryo further mitosis to give rise to the offspring. Offspring जो है वो newly born baby है. It will take some time for that newly born baby to grow up and undergo meiosis again. Correct, na? Something similar is going to happen over here also. Also in the earlier chapter we have seen what? Juvenile phase and vegetative phase, 2 words. है ना? हमने देखे थे ना दो words, juvenile and vegetative. तो यहाँ पर भी वैसे ही होने वाला है. So the zygote will then develop into an embryo. An embryo will ultimately become the diploid plant body. ठीक है? Correct. In flowering plants, all these steps of sexual reproduction occur within specialized reproductive organs, and these specialized reproductive organs are called as flowers. हमारे में males के जो reproductive organs है, it's called as testes. Female के reproductive organs are called as ovaries. Correct? In the flowering plant, the flower in itself is going to be the specialized structure, a modified shoot, which is going to bear the male and the female sex organs. Okay, very nice question, Zoe. Very nice question. I'm coming to it. Beautiful question. She is asking that why are the diploid cells known as sporophytic? Okay, I'll tell you about it. A flower which has both anther and ovary. Yes, correct. So why is it called as sporophytic? See, sporophytic and gametophytic are the two alternations of generations. What do you mean by this? Sporophytic means the one which is going to bear the spores, the one which is going to make spores, the one which is going to make or which is going to hold the spores, that is called as sporophytic. Okay. Gametophytic, the one which is going to hold the gametes, the one which is going to make the gametes, the one which is going to have the gametes, that is gametophytic. So sporophytic and gametophytic ऐसे alternate generations होते हैं plants में. जैसे कि sporophytic is always diploid, gametophytic is always haploid. First point. Okay. Sporophytic being diploid undergoes meiosis to form 4 haploid cells, right? These haploid cells will unite with another haploid cells to form a diploid zygote, right? So diploid gave rise to haploid and haploid gave rise to diploid. Did you understand? Sporophytic diploid है, उसने gametes बनाए जो haploid है, बराबर है. अब haploids fuse हो गए और वापस diploid बनाया, तो diploid haploid, diploid haploid, alternate नहीं हो रहा है. Diploid is alternating with haploid and haploid is alternating with diploid, है ना? So this is called as alternation of generation. So sporophytic means the ones which is going to have spores in them, which is going to make spores, and gametophytic is the one which is going to make gametes. Got it? Okay. So the flower is going to be a diploid structure in which there is going to be stamen, and you have got something called as the carpel or the pistil, which I'm going to talk about now. Look at this diagram, my dears. Yeah, look at this diagram. You're in this flower. They have shown a cut section of the flower. See this, my dear. Let us go from here. This particular is the stalk, which is going to be called as the thalamus. Here is the ovary. Can you see the ovary, the innermost one? This is the entire one, which is the ovary. Inside the ovary lies the ovules. Okay. The ovary is going to be made up of, this is the ovary, which is going to be made up of several ovules, one to many ovules. Okay. Ovary plus, you can see this. यहाँ पर ना बेटा ओव्यूल तुम्हें दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है. ओव्यूल छोटे सीड्स, जैसे कि फ्रूट के अंदर सीड्स होते हैं ना, वैसे ओवरी के अंदर ओव्यूल्स होते हैं. ओके, यहाँ पर आपको नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है. ओके, well, so this is the ovary containing ovules plus this is going to be called as the style. This is going to be called as the style. हाँ, और ये जो ऊपर दिख रहा है, this is going to be the stigma. So stigma, style and ovary, तीनों मिलाकर हम उसको कहते हैं pistil या फिर carpel. We call it as what? Pistil या फिर carpel. Stigma plus style plus ovary is equal to carpel और pistil. ठीक है? ओके, अब देखो ये जो ओव्यूल होते हैं ना, इधर ओव्यूल होते हैं, बीच में सेंटर में ओव्यूल्स होंगे. ओव्यूल्स के अंदर कुछ होता है और उसके अंदर और कुछ होता है. तो उसके अंदर क्या क्या होता है ना, वो हमें डिटेलिंग ये चैप्टर में करना है. सिमिलरली ये देखो बेटा, कैन यू सी ओवर हियर दीज 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. हाँ, दिखाई दे रहे? अरे नो नीड ऑफ राइटिंग एनीथिंग, एवरीथिंग इज गिवन इन द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. मैं बस आपको फोटो के हिसाब से बता रही हूँ. एवरीथिंग इज रिटन, डोंट वरी, डोंट टेक टेंशन. ये आपको दिखाई दे रहे हैं ना, 12 13 जो है वो, या दे आर द स्टेमन. ओके, stamen is the male reproductive structure of the flowering plant. So you can see over here anther, और इसका जो stalk है it is called as the filament. Anther plus filament is equal to stamen. Style, stigma, ovary is equal to carpel. ये दो चीजें याद रखनी है आपको बस. ये दो चीजें अगर समझती है तो आगे का पूरा चैप्टर इजी हो जाता है, जो आगे मैंने लिखा भी है. डोंट वरी. देन यू कैन सी दिस, ये आपको दिखाई दे रहे हैं. व्हाट आर दीस? These are the petals. These are the petals. But petals जो है ना, they are called as accessory words because they are not playing direct role in reproduction. So this stamens are male reproductive structures. The carpel is the female reproductive structure. Petals का ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. पेटल्स जो अगर है तो भी अच्छी बात है, नहीं है तो भी अच्छी बात है. हाँ, ओके फाइन. देन यू कैन सी दिस, दिस इज द सेपल. ये जो है ना, इसको हम सेपल कहते हैं. तो व्हेन द फ्लावर इज इन द बड कंडीशन, आपने देखे है कलियां, देखी है अपने कलियां, फ्लावर की कलियां देखी है. बड्स कैसे होती है बेटा? ग्रीन कलर की होती है ना. एंड व्हेन द फ्लावर विल ब्लूम, दैट ग्रीन कलर का थिंग्स विल गो आउट, spread out. That green color ka thing is going to be the sepals. Yeah, it's for protection. Yes, Risha. Very good. So the sepals are going to be for protection. So sepals, petals, anther, and carpel. These all four whorls, WHORLS. These four whorls together make up one flower. Okay. Yeah, yes, Krishna, very correct. Petal is just for attracting the insects and all for pollination. Okay, but there are so many flowers which do not have bright petals for attraction. We'll talk about it eventually. What are these circles? They are the nectariferous areas. Nectar collect करने का या बनाने वाले जो vesicles होते हैं ना, वो है ये वाले. Got this? Now let us understand. Yes. Flower, a fascinating organ of angiosperms. Morphologically, flower is modified shoot meant for sexual reproduction of the plant. Right? Yeah, yes. Typically, it is condensed branch in which internodes have become condensed इंटरनोड्स क्या होते हैं? दो नोड्स के बीच का एरिया होता है ना, उसको हम कहते हैं इंटरनोड्स. What are internodes? The space between two nodes is called as internodes. I hope you all know what are nodes. पता है आपको? चलो नहीं पता है तो नहीं पता है, पता है तो भी अच्छा है. नोड का मतलब है पॉइंट फ्रॉम वेयर ग्रोथ इज गोइंग टू बी इनिशिएटेड. व्हाट आर नोड्स? व्हाट आर नोड्स? द पॉइंट फ्रॉम वेयर ग्रोथ इज इनिशिएटेड. तो अगर आप लीफ देखते हो, देखिए आपके घर के बाहर भी प्लांट्स होंगे ही, तो द पॉइंट फ्रॉम वेयर द लीफ हैज इमर्ज ना, जिस पॉइंट से स्टेम के जिस पॉइंट से वो लीफ निकल आया है ना, उसको हम कहेंगे नोड. यस बेटा, परफेक्ट. द पॉइंट फ्रॉम वेयर द शूट इज गोइंग टू ग्रो. ठीक है. So maybe it's a leaf that is coming out, maybe it's a branch that is coming out, anything. So the point from where growth is going to be seen, that point is called as a node. तो यहाँ पर एक आप देखिए, आपके पास, हाँ, joining point of the branch and the leaf. Correct, correct, correct. Very correct. Perfect. Not only leaf, it could be branch, it could be flower, it could be a thin thread coming out. Like you might have seen some plants making thin threads also, na? Anything that is going to be coming out from that particular point will be called as a node. And the distance between the two nodes will be called as internode. ठीक है. तो node and internode के बारे में समझ में आ गई बात. What is a node and what is an internode? No confusion in your minds? Okay. Now what are they saying? That this flower is actually a modified shoot. Yeah. What is, you want me to repeat internode? Yes, beta. It is the distance between two nodes. The distance between two nodes is called as an internode. ठीक है? Clear? Clear? Well, आप अगर आपके पास प्लान्स है ना, तो देख के आइए. अब भी नहीं तो लेक्चर छोड़ के घूम के आओगे, मस्त पूरे कंपाउंड में राउंड मार के आओगे, फ्रेंड्स के साथ टाइम पास करके आओगे और बोलोगे मिस आपने ही बोला था कि वो नोट्स देख के आओ. हाँ, वैसे नहीं बोल रही हूँ मैं, लेक्चर के बाद बोल रही हूँ मैं. नहीं, यू ऑल आर वेरी ओबीडियंट स्टूडेंट्स ना. यू आर माई सो मच ओबीडियंट स्टूडेंट्स. आई लव यू ऑल सो मच. हाँ, दैट मिस ने बोला नहीं कि भाग जाओगे यहाँ से. I'll tell you. Vaishnavi, आगे I've written everything about this porophoric cell. If it is like you turn your head and you can see, then it's okay. नहीं तो you're staying on some tall buildings में, नीचे जाओगे, मस्त घूम के आओगे 1 घंटे के बाद. हाँ, तब तक लेक्चर खत्म हो जाएगा, फिर बोलोगे मिस सॉरी लास्ट का 1 घंटा हम लोग नहीं बैठ पाए क्योंकि आपने बोला था. हाँ, you have got in the balcony, that's good. Even I've got in my balcony. Anyway, so whenever you go out, let me correct myself, right? Whenever you go out after the lecture, you can see, different points from where the leaves are emerging out. Those are the nodes. Huh? And the distance between two successive nodes or two consecutive nodes is going to be the internode. I can't see outside my window as it is full of plants. Oh, that's good. Well, so you understood nodes and internodes, correct? So what are they saying? The flower is a modified shoot wherein the internodes have become or they have come very close to each other. तो ये nodes के बीच में जो distance है ना, वो बहुत कम हो गया है flower में, ऐसा उनका कहना है. And they have become condensed. तो जो इंटरनोड्स है वो बहुत ही कंडेंस हो चुके हैं. दे हैव बिकम वेरी वेरी स्मॉल, वेरी शॉर्ट डिस्टेंस. And they are bringing nodes very close to one another. And the leaves are modified. Leaves, they're using the word leaves. So the leaves which are coming out of the nodes are modified to form floral whorls that directly or indirectly participate in the process of reproduction. So directly involved will be the stamen and the carpel. इसका मतलब stamen और carpel भी leaves है. हाँ, leaves है, लेकिन वो modified leaves है. The word modified is very important. And the one which are not essential, but if they are present, it's well and good. That is going to be your petals and sepals. They are leaves. Yes, even they are leaves, but they are modified one. Okay. Yeah, accessory. Yes. Very good, beta. So you understood what is the definition of the flower, right? Flowers is from shoot and carpel, and stamen are from, no, everything is leaves only. All four are going to be leaves. Sepals, carpel, stamen, and this apna uh, carpels also. All four. Okay. Modified shoot meant for sexual reproduction. Yeah. So all even these two are also going to be helping in sexual reproduction. Modified means changed. Normally the shoot ka function hai photosynthesis, but it has been changed, it has been altered, it has been modified. Okay, so instead of photosynthesis abhi wo kuch aur dusra kaam karega. Kya kaam karega? Sexual reproduction mein help karega. Got it? Right? Why shoot? Why not leaves? Leaves along with stem is called as a shoot. Okay, leaves along with stem, along with nodes, along with internodes collectively is called as shoot. Okay. Petals are very important in insect, yeah, only in insect pollinating plants. But what about wind pollinating, beta? Wind pollinating plants जो है थोड़ी ना wind attract हो जाएगा beautiful color और flower को, नहीं ना? So there are many different types of pollination. They are very light and dry. Yes, Tanika, very correct, very correct. Okay. Yes, Krishna, correct, correct. So the flower is commonly borne on a short or long stalk called as the pedicel. अब ये word याद रखिए बेटा, pedicel. What is pedicel? Have you ever gifted rose to anyone? किसी को रोज फ्लावर दिया है? ए यार गलत मत सोचो, टीचर्स डे के दिन टीचर को दिया होगा ना. हाँ तो वही तो बोल रही हूँ यार, मतलब आई आस्क यू अ क्वेश्चन, डिफरेंट डायरेक्शन में ही सोचते हो तुम लोग. अरे इवन आई एम अ टीचर यार. हाँ. I have nothing to do with your personal lives. You enjoy your personal life, huh? But definitely you might have, come on. हाँ, कभी मम्मी को दिया होगा, कभी ना कभी कभी डैडी को दिया होगा, हाँ, टीचर को दिया होगा. मैं आगे नहीं बोल रही हूँ, डोंट वरी, उसके आगे नहीं जा रही है मेरी गाड़ी, मैं इधर तक ही मेरे अपने आप को रोक रही हूँ. ओके. हाँ, तो कैसे देते हो बेटा फ्लावर? टीचर को अगर फ्लावर देना है तो कैसे दोगे? ऐसे रोज पेटल्स जिधर है उधर से पकड़ोगे, ले तेरे लिए लेके आया, पूरे साल भर पकाया है तूने, ले ले, ऐसे करके फेंकोगे क्या उसके ऊपर? हाँ, जिसको देना है उसके ऊपर. नो ना, there's a system of giving flowers. How would you hold it? Would you hold it at the petals? पेटल को पकड़ के दोगे किसी को गुलाब का फूल? मार खाओगे ऐसे दोगे तो. हाँ, so the point where you're going to hold that flower na, the point where you're going to hold and you're going to give that flower to someone, that particular part of the flower is called as pedicel. Samjha? Exactly. Yes. Very good, Sweet. Perfect. Very well said. Right? So it is going to be, yeah, below that. So that stalk of the flower is going to be called as what? Pedicel. Do not forget this because आगे जाके और ऐसे कुछ नाम आने वाले हैं. What about the thorns? Thorns निकाल के देने होते हैं टीचर्स को. With the thorns नहीं देते हैं. हाँ. Anyway, so yeah, the stalk. It could be any flower I'm talking about. Any flower which is having a stalk. Okay, that stalk will be called as. Give the thorns before your. Yeah, exactly. So that stalk is called as a pedicel. So you understood what is a pedicel? Huh? No confusion. Okay. Then it has an upper swollen region called as thalamus receptacle, or it's also called as torus. It's also called as torus. अब ये receptacle क्या होता है? Okay, I'll tell you what is a receptacle. Receptacle is a swollen stage. Swollen area है flower का. अब I'm very sorry, but you know I have to give you these examples to make you understand certain things. That doesn't mean that fine. Okay. Jokes apart, but seriously एक बात बताऊं बेटा, seriously. चलो खुद ने किया है नहीं किया है, जैसा मैंने बोला, आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन योर पर्सनल लाइफ, बट एटलीस्ट इन द टीवी और इन सम मूवीज आपने ये देखी है बात कि एक गुलाब का फूल लेता है एक हीरो, और फिर एक एक पेटल उसके निकालते जाता है कुछ बोलते हुए. आई एम नॉट सेइंग वो क्या बोल रहा है, दैट यू ऑल नो. हाँ, एक पेटल लेके निकाल के कुछ बोलता है वो. तुम लोग क्या बोलोगे? मुझे बायो में अच्छे मार्क्स मिलेंगे, मुझे बायो में अच्छे मार्क्स नहीं मिलेंगे. हाँ, नहीं फेल नहीं होगे, अच्छे मिलेंगे नहीं मिलेंगे, ये आप एक एक करके निकाल के देख सकते हो, जो मैं बता रही. Correct ना? You can. So when that entire petals has been removed ना, then you will see at the bottom. सारे पेटल्स निकलने के बाद एट द बॉटम आपको क्या दिखेगा? एक swollen knob like thing दिखेगा. That swollen knob like thing जो है ना, that is called as thalamus, receptacle या torus. अब समझेगा तुम्हें. वो भी करते हो क्या कृष्णा? अरे यार, what is this? Yeah, exactly. So that, yes, of course. So that is the thing what I'm talking about. That doesn't mean कि आप आपके पेरेंट्स को बोलो मम्मा एक गुलाब का फूल लेके आइए, मुझे देखना है. It's white in color. Yes, 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 yes. The node doesn't look like a. It from that node only the bud will arise. Node से ही bud निकल आता है बेटा. Okay, bud जो है ना जहाँ से मतलब बाहर निकलेगा ना, that is the node. Fine, got it? Yeah, so that thalamus, that receptacle, that torus is light greenish, whitish in color. Okay, if you still have got any doubt, get one rose flower. I'll top in bio, I'll come second in bio. I'll top in bio, I'll come second in bio. करते जाओ. Huh? You want to see this? Huh? See this. In this diagram also it is there. See this thing. ये जो है ना नीचे, ये वाला point पूरा, ये यहाँ से. This is going to be the thalamus. Ovary के नीचे वाला part. This is the thalamus. Okay. Fine. Sexuality in flower or the flowering plant was first described by Robert Camerarius. Please remember his name, Camerarius, because this particular questions now factual questions है. Factual का मतलब क्या है? It's a fact. It's a truth. There is no logic in that. So you will have to remember this. The father of Indian plant embryology is P. Maheshwari. So Mr. Maheshwari from India is a well-known scientist, and he has studied a lot of embryological studies of plants. So please remember both the names. Yes, Shwet, you are right. Not Sandeep Maheshwari. It's P. Okay. That is the way you want to remember, you want to recollect. Let's see the parts of the flower, which I had already discussed just now. I'll just go through it. It's not atypical, it is atypical. A और typical के बीच में gap है. Atypical angiospermic flower consists of 4 whorls in floral appendages attached to one receptacle. They are calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. Right? Of these, calyx and corolla are sterile. Sterile means they do not fuse any gametes. And are considered as non-essential, accessory, or helping whorls. Whorls क्या होते हैं पता है आपको? Why they are using the word whorls? WHORLS. Whorls का मतलब है those which are growing in a concentric circle. Concentric circles में जो growth होती है ना उसको हम कहते हैं whorls. Okay, fine, yeah. Androecium and gynoecium are fertile, means they're going to make gametes, and they're considered as essential or reproductive whorls. First, we come to the calyx. Calyx is the outermost whorl of the flower. It is composed of leaf-like green sepals. The sepals are essentially green in color, but in some cases they are colored like the petals. Such a condition of calyx is called as petaloid sepals. Petaloid means petal के जैसे sepals. हाँ, floral appendages means parts of flower. Parts of flower. Sepals enclose the bud and protect the delicate part within. So as I told you that when the flower is in the bud condition, the green color का जो outer covering आता है ना, उसको हम कहते हैं sepals. What is the function of whom, my dear? Function of calyx is protection. Function of calyx is protection in the bud condition. Colored sepals, it's going to be for attraction. Attraction of insects especially. Okay, probably they don't have very good colored petals, so sepals become colored. Fine. Okay, the second whorl is corolla. This is the second whorl of the flower and consists of a number of petals. Petals are generally brightly colored and sometimes fragrant, which makes the flower to become attractive. Petals usually attract the insect pollinators and help in pollination. Pollination is transfer of pollen grain from the anther to the stigma of the flower, right? The petals and sepals together form the floral envelope called as the perianth. Okay, so basically what is perianth? You know, when the petals and the sepals cannot be distinguished from each other. कि ये पेटल है या ये सेपल है, ये समझता ही नहीं है, तो उसको हम पेरियांथ कहते हैं. आपने ये फ्लावर्स देखे होंगे, गार्लैंड होते हैं ना, गार्लैंड जो हम इसको चढ़ाते हैं, यू नो, फोटो फ्रेम्स ऑफ डिफरेंट गॉड्स एंड ऑल, उसको हम वो जो माला डालते हैं ना, फ्लावर की माला डालते हैं, मराठी वी कॉल इट हार, है ना. यस, तो inside receptacle there is ovary. बेटा receptacle is a common area जहाँ से चारों whorls attach हो जाएंगे. All the 4 whorls are going to be attached to that base. That base is called as the receptacle. Okay, so innermost will be the ovary, उसके बाहर होंगे stamen, उसके बाहर होंगे petal, उसके बाहर होंगे sepals. सारे एक stage को, एक unit को attach होते हैं. हाँ, या हाँ. सो आपने अगर वो गार्लैंड देखे हैं ना, तो उसमें ऐसे व्हाइट कलर के फ्लावर्स लगाते हैं, वो गार्लैंड वाले जो होते हैं ना, द वंस हु मेक दैट माला, वो जो मालाएं बनाते हैं ना, उनमें व्हाइट कलर के फ्लावर्स होते हैं. आई डोंट नो इफ यू हैव सीन सच टाइप ऑफ अ फ्लावर. आई ट्राई टू ड्रॉ दैट सो यू विल कम टू नो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. ऑफ कोर्स, ये देखो, ये आपने ऐसा वाला फ्लावर कभी देखा है? It looks something like this way, like a cone. It is white in color, okay, and it has got like this way. ऐसा वाला आपने फ्लावर देखा है कभी व्हाइट कलर का? Sepals and calyx are the same. नहीं बेटा, calyx is going to be having a number of sepals. All sepals together collectively will be called as calyx. Not chapa. It is called as datura. Light green plus white. Yes, Risha, right, right. तो यहाँ पर है ना, एक ग्रीन कलर का ऐसे नीचे एक छोटा सा डॉट लगा रहता है, और ये जो है ना, ये व्हाइट कलर के होते हैं. हाँ, बिटवीन मैरीगोल्ड्स वो गार्लैंड में डालते हैं व्हाइट कलर के फ्लावर्स. या येलो ones that you are saying na, it's the safa. I'm not talking about that. This is the datura. Like lilies. Yeah, they look like lilies. Yes, yes. So you know this green dot and this white petals, इनमें से समझता ही नहीं है कि सेपल्स कौन है और पेटल्स कौन है. हाँ, तो ऐसे वाले में हम उसको कहते हैं पेरियान. या दे आर मोर लाइक लिलीज. यस, है ना? They are going to be called as perianth. So when the sepals and the petals are not distinguished from each other, we call it as perianth. But marigold, sunflower, शू फ्लावर, सब में ग्रीन कलर के सेपल्स भी दिखते हैं और ब्राइट कलर्ड पेटल्स भी दिखते हैं. करेक्ट? ओके, so that is what I was trying to tell you all. Then the third is androecium. It is the third whorl of the flower and is the male reproductive organ consisting of stamen. Whole flower is called as perianth. No, the sepal and the petal together will be called as perianth. Orange color शू फ्लावर ना, हाँ होता है ना. Yes, orange color का भी शू फ्लावर होता है. Androecium is the third whorl and it is going to be the male reproductive organ consisting of stamen. Each stamen is made up of filament and anther. Each filament is made up of filament and anther. The filament supports the anther at its tip. Usually anthers are bilobed. Bilobed means having two lobes. दो लोब इकट्ठा आकर ऐसे bilobed anther बनता है. And contain 4 microsporangia, also called as pollen sac. But sometimes they have only 1 lobe and 2 microsporangia. Sometimes, but generally 2 lobes and हर एक में 2 pollen sac. So total 4. In diagram it had 4. No, my dear. See, look at the diagram. It has only 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2 पीछे. 1, 2. 1, 2. Bilobed होते हैं generally. Okay. Okay. And each of the lobe will be having 2. No, it is 2. It's joined together and it's opening now, so it appears like that. Okay. The portion of stamen which connects the anther and the filament is known as connective. So what is connective? ये दो anther है, नीचे filament है, तो इन दोनों को जो बीच में, ये 2 लोब्स के बीच में जो एक फाइन पर्दा के जैसा आता है ना, very fine thin sheet, that is going to be the connective. Okay, that is going to be the connective. That's the androecium, the male reproductive structure. Then we come across with the fourth one, that is the gynoecium. No, the leaves ka pigment is different and the flower ka pigment is different. There are different pigments. Gynoecium is the last and the fourth whorl of the flower, and it is the female reproductive organ of the flower. It occupies the central position on the receptacle. Thalamus का center position gynoecium होता है. And is composed of ovary, style and stigma. And the component parts are carpels or pistils also. Ovary encloses ovules. Ovary के अंदर क्या होता है? Ovules होते हैं. Stigma is the receptive spot which receives the pollen grain. So stigma is going to be the uppermost part where the pollen grains will be deposited. Style is the connection between stigma and ovary. So ये stage है जिधर pollen grains आ गिरे हैं और यहाँ से एक लंबी सी पतली सी ट्यूब निकलती है which is called as the style, और जो नीचे बैठे ovary को connect करती है, right? So this is, you want me to repeat the connective part? Okay. The connective connects the anther and the filament or the 2 lobes. The 2 lobes. Connective is going to connect the 2 lobes. Okay. This is 9th standard. Now I know you have all this in 9th standard. I know. Okay. So the style is going to be the connection between the stigma and the ovary. Correct? Well, what are the functions of the flower? Flowers are modifications of shoot to perform the function of sexual reproduction. The fertile leaves They are using the word leaves. The fertile leaves means the stamen and the carpel, right? The fertile leaves become microsporophylls. Into bracket, they are saying stamen. And megasporophylls. Into bracket, they are saying carpel, which bears anthers and ovules respectively. तो stamen के अंदर क्या होगा बेटा? Anther. Stamen is made up of anther and filament with a connector. बराबर है? Ovule कहाँ होगा? Inside the ovary, right? The anthers produce pollen grains and the ovules possesses eggs. तो अब थोड़ा सा लॉजिक लगाओ, हाँ, थोड़ा सा देखो. आपने एक प्लांट देखा, उस प्लांट पे 10-12 फ्लावर्स थे. यू फोकस ऑन वन फ्लावर. हाँ हाँ, यस यस, यू आर राइट. हाँ, यू फोकस ऑन वन फ्लावर. ओके, take out that one flower, look at it, you will see sepals, petals, the stamens, right? And you will see the carpel. Okay, stamens, male reproductive wall, carpel, female reproductive wall. Okay, now here when we are going to focus, what are we going to focus on? The reproduction part. So I'm talking only about the stamen and the carpel. So stamen, as I said, anther, filament, carpel, as I said, stigma, style, ovary. Anther जो है उसका जो दो बाइलोब्ड एंथर है, उसके अंदर पोलन सैक्स है, इज व्हाट वी सॉ जस्ट नाउ. पोलन सैक के अंदर होते हैं पोलन ग्रेन. सो अ प्लांट, उसके ऊपर फ्लावर, फ्लावर के अंदर स्टेमन, स्टेमन के अंदर 2 लोब्स, हर एक लोब के अंदर पोलन सैक, हर एक पोलन सैक के अंदर पोलन ग्रेन. Did you understand the journey? What is the journey? One plant, many flowers. One flower, many stamens. One stamen, anther and filament. One anther, 2 lobes. Each lobe, pollen sac. Each pollen sac, many pollen grains. Did you all understand this? 2 lobes contain how many sacs? 4. 4 pollen sacs. 4 pollen sacs. One lobe there are 4 sacs. One lobe 2 sacs. Beta. Total 4. Okay. Yeah. So again, I'm repeating this content. Please pay attention. You are entering into a dense forest. In that dense forest, there are so many beautiful plants. You focus only on one plant. Okay. When you focus on one plant, you can see it is loaded with flowers. You focus on one flower. Okay. That flower will be having so many stamens. You focus on one stamen. That one stamen you can see presence of anther and filament. Focus on one anther. One anther will have 2 lobes. Focus on one lobe. One lobe will have 2 pollen sac. Focus on one pollen sac. One pollen sac will contain many pollen grains. कहानी समझी मेरी कि नहीं समझी? डिफिकल्टी है? समझी है? Okay, so I'll ask, one sac may contain how many pollen grains? Many pollen grains. There is no hard and fast rule. हाँ हाँ, वो आगे आएगा श्वेत. वो आगे आएगा. I'll ask you fill in the blanks. Answers दोगे मुझे? हाँ हाँ, चलो, come on. हाँ, come on. Now start answering my questions. Okay. Enter a forest. Focus on one dash. फोकस ऑन वन लीफ किधर आ गया? फोकस ऑन वन प्लांट और ट्री. चलो, on one tree there are several flowers. Focus on one dash. Now focus on one flower. Correct. Each flower will have several dash. I want the name of the male reproductive word. Very good. Not stem, not stem beta, stamen. Stamen कहते हैं उसको. हाँ. Okay. Stamen. It will have several stamen. Okay. Focus on one stamen. You will observe two dash. What are the two structures? नहीं, एम्ब्रियो सैक किधर आ गया भाई? मैंने अभी तक नाम ही नहीं लिया एम्ब्रियो सैक का. हाँ, एंथर एंड फिलामेंट. यू विल सी टू एंथर्स एंड फिलामेंट्स होते हैं. दो स्ट्रक्चर्स दिखाई देंगे, एंथर एंड फिलामेंट. ओके. नाउ फोकस ऑन ईच एंथर लोब. व्हाट यू विल सी? फोकस ऑन ईच एंथर लोब. व्हाट यू विल सी? हाउ मेनी? हाउ मेनी? एक लोब में कितने? एक लोब में कितने कितने होते हैं वो? हाँ, each lobe will contain two pollen sacs. Very good. Now focus on one pollen sac. आपको अंदर क्या मिलेगा? Very good, very good, very good. You will have many pollen grains. So I hope ये journey समझ में आई है आपको. Enter a forest, you will see several trees. Focus on one tree, you will have several flowers. Focus on one flower, you will have several stamen. Focus on one stamen, you will see anther and filament. Focus on one anther, you will see two lobes. Focus on one lobe, you will see two pollen sacs. Focus on one pollen sac, you will see several pollen grains. Easy? Now it seems to be easy. आपको मतलब पिक्चर आंखों के सामने आ गया अब. करेक्ट ना? हाँ, two lobes and each lobe will have two pollen sacs. So two lobes each, two means total 4 pollen sacs. है ना? चल, fine बेटा. Very good, very good. Now what will happen, you know? Focus, there are so many pollen grains. Exactly, I want that only na. Now focus on one pollen grain. And when you focus on one pollen grain, inside you will see two male gametes. पोलन ग्रेन के अंदर क्या आपको मिलेगा? टू मेल गैमीट. कितने होते हैं? दो होते हैं, दो. फाइन. So what is the address of the pollen? What is the address of the male gametes? Only two per pollen. Only two. Only two male gametes per pollen. Okay. So what is the address of the male gametes? Pollen grain. What is the address of the pollen grain? Anther, pollen sac. What is the address of the pollen sac? The anther lobe. What is the address of the anther lobe? The anther. What is the address of the anther? The stamen. What is the address of the stamen? The flower. What is the address of the flower? The tree. What is the address of the tree? The forest. Okay. So yeah, a dense forest, exactly. Inside forest tree and the two lobe, four sac, full female gamete. Yes, 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 yes. So I hope ये वाली मतलब addresses आपको हर एक के perfect मिल गए. मिल गए? हाँ. चल, very good. So no confusion in this, I believe. I believe this. Okay. So yes, my dear. What I feel is, kindly write down these things as a flow chart, please, in your books. हाँ, ये flow chart के जैसे please लिख लोगे, लिखोगे, अभी लिखोगे या फिर होमवर्क के जैसे लिखोगे, जब भी लिखना है, but लिख लेना. हाँ, please write down this. Yeah, if you can write it right now, it's better, so that you, if you अटक जाते हो ना, तो you can ask me. लिख दिया. So sweet of you, Sanika. This whatever we said now, just write it in a flow chart, like a forest, many trees, many trees से नीचे आ जाओ, one tree के नीचे आ जाओ, many flowers, one flower, many stamen, one stamen, anther and filament, anther, two lobes, one lobe, two pollen sac, one pollen sac, many pollen grains, each pollen grain, two male gametes. हाँ वही तो, वो उड़ने का ही डर लगता है ना भाई, वो फ्रेश होता है तो माइंड में बैठ जाता है. So if you can write down these things, it will be easy, it will be better. Right, I'm giving you 2 minutes for writing. तब तक मैं भी पानी पी लेती हूँ. कोई अगर बीच में अटक गया तो पूछ लेना बेटा. Don't feel shy. It's okay. You're listening this for the first time, so it's fine if you don't, if you forget anything. Absolutely fine. One lobe, two pollen sacs. Perfect, beta. Perfect. Yeah, you should write anther filament. Then anther के नीचे एक arrow draw करके लिखना two lobes. Yes, anther is going to be on the filament. Yeah, correct. Microsporangia pollen sacs are one and the same. One pollen grain, two male gametes. Correct. Two male gametes. Correct. Anther one. Yeah. Two lobes. Each lobe, two pollen sac. Each lobe, two pollen sac. Each pollen sac, many pollen grains. Each pollen grain, two male gametes. Yeah, correct, Bhumi. One pollen grain, two male gametes. Perfect. I'll repeat once. Sure, I'll repeat. Okay. One forest, many trees. I'm repeating. Yeah, I'm repeating. Just check whether you have written the right way. Huh? I'm repeating. One forest, many trees. One tree, many flowers. One flower, many stamens. One stamen, anther plus filament. One anther, two lobes. One lobe, two pollen sacs. One pollen sac, many pollen grains. Each pollen grain, two male gametes. Okay ना? Done बच्चा? Very good. है कोई confusion अभी भी? नहीं ना? Clear है ना? अब मैं, हाँ, good बेटा. So अब मैं है ना, in the coming, lectures, now I'll tell you how these have been formed. I'll explain the formation of all of them. How many stamen can be there? It could be any number of stamen. There is no fixed number. Any numbers, any number. Well, so that is what they are saying, that flowers of most of the angiosperms are shaped variously to help diverse modes of pollination. Flowers provide seed for germination of pollen, development of the pollen tube, formation of gametes, and fertilization. So it's associated with sexual reproduction. So all the events that are going to occur in the sexual reproductions, they have mentioned over here. Now we come to the ovary. तो जैसे हमने इसके बारे में देखा ना, स्टेमेंस के बारे में, मतलब मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव बॉल के बारे में हमने जैसे देखा, we are going to talk very much similar to the about the female reproductive structure as well. So they are saying the ovary of the carpel gets transformed into fruit and the ovules are transformed into seeds after fertilization. Huh. Miss, what is anther? Is it the pollen sac? No, beta. Anther is a structure which will have pollen sac borne on it. Okay. So anther is going to be the area where the pollen sacs will be made. Okay. Just like how we have got a storeroom. In the storeroom, how you keep the gunny bags, like that way. The pollen sacs will be stored inside a structure called as anther lobe. Okay. Yeah. Now they are saying the carpel gets transformed into the fruit and the ovules get transformed. The ovary of the carpel gets transformed to the fruit and the ovules get transformed into the seeds. That is what is known to us. Some floral parts like calyx and various modifications in ovaries help in the dispersal of fruits and seeds. So by different methods now, fruits also would be dispersed and seeds also will be dispersed. Okay, but let us see about this. So here we saw the anther produces pollen grain is what we saw. We are saying ovule possesses the eggs. So let us see that journey very quickly so that whatever we are studying ना समझ में तो आ जाएगा कि हम क्या पढ़ रहे हैं. नहीं तो है ना ये जो है ना ये बाउंसर चला जाता है कि समझ में ही नहीं आता है कि ये एंथर किधर से आया, ये पोलन ग्रेन किधर आया, अब ये मेल गैमीट और कहाँ से आ गया, फिर पूरा है ना दिमाग में खिचड़ी बन जाती है बेटा. सो आई डोंट वांट दैट, इसलिए मैं स्टेप बाय स्टेप जा रही हूँ. ओके, सो जस्ट एज वी सॉ फॉर दी मेल गैमीट का फॉर्मेशन आई ऑल्सो टॉक अबाउट द फीमेल गैमीट का फॉर्मेशन. ठीक है, वी एंटर इनटू अ फॉरेस्ट. You see many trees. Okay, focus on one tree, you will see many flowers. Focus on one flower, you will see the gynoecium. The gynoecium could be one single carpel or it could be a collection of carpel. Please listen to this very carefully. The flower could have one single carpel or it could have a collection of carpels. ठीक है, focus on one carpel. One carpel will be made up of stigma, style, ovary. Fine. Focus on the ovary. Each ovary will contain one to many ovules. Each ovary will contain one to many ovules. अभी उधर लिखा है ovules get transformed into the seeds. तो अगर मैंगो की बात करते हैं तो एक ही सीड है, मतलब एक ही ओव्यूल है. वाटरमेलन की बात करते हैं तो ओ बाबा कितने सीड्स होते हैं उसमें, है या नहीं वाटरमेलन में. So it could be one seed to many seeds na in different fruits. In the same way, in the flower, it could be one ovule to many ovules. Papaya also has got so many. Yeah, one flower, many carpel is possible. Yes, but it is possible. It is possible. वाटरमेलन खाने को ही टाइम लगता है हाँ, लेकिन कितना टेस्टी लगता है. So more than one ovary a plant can have. Yes, but it can have several ovaries. Okay. Custard apple, yes, I love custard apple actually, but उसको खाने के लिए बहुत टाइम जाता है. Seriously, I love all fruits. I told you ना, except सीड्स निकाल के दे दो सबके, हाँ रे वही लगता है रे. Seriously, even I feel like that, but it is very tasty. Watermelon in 2 days, na? Yeah, I love all fruits, and all fruits are good for health. There are only two fruits which I hate. Only two fruits. I cannot bear the smell of these two fruits. I cannot bear the taste. I cannot be around these two fruits. Only two fruits. Otherwise, I eat everything. No, no, no. I love papaya, love jamun. I love all fruits except two. Yes, Akanksha, you're right. One is mango. Okay. And the other is banana. mango and banana. First, I know everyone tells me that only, Siddhika, that you're missing the most precious thing on this earth. I I hate mangoes. I hate banana. But otherwise, you give me any type of fruit, na, I'll enjoy it. But mango ka flavor, mango ka smell, impossible, impossible. That's the last thing that I can, like tolerate. So I know. Drink banana milkshake every day, Baba. I can't take banana. I love orange. I love all. Mango, no, I don't like the flavor, na. So mango ice cream, mango milkshake, mango barfi. No, total no, total no. But I have a sister. I've got a younger sister. So when we two were like, we are only two sisters. So when I was very small now, so during Diwali time now, we are like getting up early in the morning and praying to the God and all was a ritual. So every time, like when we used to, when our parents used to tell that, come on now, today is Diwali, or, you both have to go and you have to pray for the well-being and everything and ask God whatever you want. So every time my sister used to, ask one thing only. And when we used to ask her, na, kya manga? So she used to say, I always pray that I want a sister every time, you only as my sister in every janam. I said, why? I was feeling very happy about it that I'm the elder sister and she loves me so much. But the real answer was, you know what? हाँ, बिकॉज ऑफ मैंगो। हर एक में शेयर देना पड़ता है ना, 50-50 दोनों सिस्टर्स को इक्वल मिलता है ना, जो भी पापा लाएंगे जो भी मम्मा लाती है तो हाफ हाफ मिलना है। तो पूरा उसको कुछ नहीं मिलता था। एवरी टाइम माई डैड यूज टू टेल हर, शेयर इट विथ योर दीदी, आधा आधा ले लो, आधा आधा ले लो। दिस वॉज द ओनली थिंग विच शी लव्स। Mangoes are her weakest point, which she loves the most, and there is no sharing. So she used to pray like this way. Choti thi, 5-7 years old, and she used to actually pray, I want this only sister in every janam who hates mangoes. This was the way she used to actually, be in front of the God with hands folded and, genuinely praying from the bottom of her heart. Anyway, so yeah, so what is the discussion that is going on? One seeded or many seeded, right? So that seed is what, beta? The seed is the ovule, and the fruit that we eat is going to be the ovary. So you focus on what? Each ovary. Each ovary may have one to many. each ovary may have one to many ovules. Okay. Inside the ovule, there is going to be embryo sac. जैसे पोलन सैक होता है ना बेटा, वैसे यहाँ पर है एम्ब्रियो सैक. Okay, fine. And inside the embryo sac, there is going to be the egg, which is going to be the female gamete. Okay. Or it will convert into two fruits. No, it will be a composite fruit. The two ovaries will fuse together to form two fruits, or it could have small many fruits together. जैसे कि कस्टर्ड एप्पल है ना बेटा, हर एक सीड एक ओव्यूल है, और उस कस्टर्ड एप्पल के ऊपर का जो मगज हम लोग खाते हैं ना व्हाइट कलर का, that is one fruit. So it could be collection of fruits in one, or it could be many fruits combined together to make up one fruit. Like in case of cucumber, you eat cucumbers, काकड़ी खाते हो, खीरा सैंडविच में डाल के खाते हैं, देखो उसके स्लाइसेस बनाते हैं हम लोग, स्लाइसेस. तो जब आप उसका एक डिस्क बनाओगे ना, व्हेन यू विल कट इट इनटू स्लाइस ना, दैट टाइम यू कैन सी 1 2 3 तीन अलग अलग आपको दिखाई देंगे उसमें सेक्शंस, लाइक अ व्हील, कार्ट व्हील के जैसा. हाँ, so that each section is actually 3 ovaries, 3 sections दिखाई देंगे, 3 ovaries combined together. Okay, so sometimes they are even zucchini, yeah. Sometimes they are combined, sometimes they are free. Okay, so that is what is the end result of it. Gamete, only one egg. Female gamete is only one female gamete. Male gametes are two, na? Female gamete is 1. Okay, so let's look at the journey again. Huh? Forest, focus on one tree having many flowers. Focus on one flower. One flower may have one too many carpels. Focus on one carpel. Each carpel, stigma, style, and ovary. Focus on one ovary. One ovary may have one too many ovules. Focus on one ovule. One ovule will have embryo sac. Okay. Embryo sac will have one egg. Females, अरे females कंजूस होते हैं. Only one. Okay. एक ही egg बनाता है flowering plant का ovule. Got this journey? समझा? One more time I'm repeating. Forest, tree, flower, gynoecium. Gynoecium may have one too many carpels or pistils. Focus on one carpel. One carpel, stigma, style, ovary. Focus on ovary. Ovary may have one too many ovules. Focus on one ovule. One ovule will have one embryo sac. Inside the embryo sac is the egg. Yes, yes, boom. Correct. Ovary will have ovule. Ovule will have embryo sac. Embryo sac will have egg. है ना? Good, चल. Understood this? Write down this also in the flow chart. Come on, फटाफट लिख लो. फटाफट लिख लो बेटा. Forest, tree, कर रही हूँ. Tree, many flowers. One flower, gynoecium. Gynoecium, carpel. Carpel, stigma, style, ovary. Ovary, one to many ovules. Ovule के अंदर embryo sac. Embryo sac के अंदर egg. समझ में आया कि नहीं? Means one ovule will have one embryo sac. Yes. Per ovule, one embryo sac. And one embryo sac, one egg. One egg. Yes. Yes. Perfectly understood. No confusions in your mind. है कोई confusions है क्या? नहीं है ना? Flow chart complete कर लिया? Good, 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 good. Flow chart complete किया बेटा? Flow chart complete किया सबने? Okay, fine. Good, my dears. So I won't go ahead with the pre-fertilization events. I know. I won't go ahead with the pre-fertilization events today because I need a continuity for the pre-fertilization events to occur. So today I'll stop with the lecture for today's class, and on Friday I'll go ahead with the coming part of this particular session. But I'm going to ask you fill in the blanks, and I want answers from you. जो आपने तो flow charts लिखे हैं ना, वो मैं fill in the blanks पूछूंगी, आपको मुझे आंसर करना है उस दिन भी. आज कैसे किया वैसे ही. ठीक है? चलो, see you all बेटा. Sorry, I forgot oidia ना. Oidia are going to be the asexual spores which are vegetatively formed during favorable conditions. Okay, during. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, my dear. Yeah. So it's going to be during the favorable conditions. So whenever it's about the fungus. So whenever there is going to be favorable condition, that time the fungal hyphae will grow very rapidly and they will detach as small structures, and these small structures will be called as oidia. Okay, they are vegetative reproduction wale structures. ठीक है? Clear? हाँ. 12th standard का textbook ना, I'll show. Yeah, I'll show. 1 minute. Yeah, they'll break from the hyphae. Yes. Just 1 minute. I'll share the cover page of. I've got the cover page. 12th standard का मैं आपको बताती हूँ बेटा. See, this is the one. I'll make it smaller so that पूरा दिखाई देगा. I'll share it. See, this is the government textbook. 12th standard government textbook looks like this. Okay, fine. And I'll get the 12th standard ka NCERT book. I've got it. I'll just get it from my drawer. Okay, so you can see this now. This is going to be your 12th standard NCERT. Can you all see? 12th standard NCERT textbook. Yeah, you should do module first or NCERT, but the NCERT you have to do because all the questions are going to be coming from your NCERT textbook. So NCERT you have to do, but module will help you to understand the subject. So it's like a, a complete package, but learning is going to be from NCERT. One more time, NCERT textbook. What is after ovule? After ovule, it is going to be embryo sac. Embryo sac. And after embryo sac, it is going to be the egg. In human reproduction, only one ovum is going to be released from the ovary. But in case of non-identical twins, two ovum are released. Yes. Both the, the hormones which are going to be secreted, the estrogen and the progesterone, are going to be actively secreted simultaneously in both the ovaries. Then there is a possibility that, both the Graafian follicles are going to mature at the same time. Okay, got it? Fine. So that's it with today's class, beta. See you on Friday. Friday, same time, we'll go ahead with this chapter. Yes, my dears. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you, my dear. Bye-bye.